I was bored, so I did what most people would do, go to play Minecraft, but when I got on to play, I remembered something. My laptop is lucky to get more than 1 frame per second. But that gave me an idea. Since I can't play Minecraft, what if instead I went out to find as many Minecraft items in real life as I could? So I hopped on my bike and went out to see what I could find. First off, right off the bat, we have concrete. Crazy find, I know. But in a shocking twist, right after I found that, I also found grass. I'm counting both grass blocks and grass for this one, since we know there's dirt there too. I wanted to start out by going to a trail that I know so I could find a lot of nature items there, but when I went there was a ton of people there, so I decided to go back there later. But anyways, when I was leaving that area, I found both oak and spruce trees, or at least what looked like them. At this point, my goal was to go to a canal where I know there's lily pads, but it was about 3 miles away, so I decided to look for any items that I could on my way there. The first thing that I saw was a dandelion. I actually saw a lot of flowers, but I don't really know anything about flowers, so I'm not going to try to match them perfectly with their Minecraft variants. I do know dandelions though, so that's good. Right after I found the dandelion, I went by this crop area. Even though it's technically not really an item, I'm still counting tilled dirt. And as for the crop, even though I know it's corn, you don't, so it could be carrots, potatoes, pumpkins, beetroots, really anything. I'm just going to count all of them, because who knows what it could be. After telling some more blatant lies, I ended up passing through some neighborhoods, and I noticed this wooden fence. Even though it doesn't really look similar to the Minecraft one, it's technically the same thing, so I'm counting it. Right after that, I passed over some railroad tracks, which, if you ask me, are basically the same thing as minecart rails, so I'm gonna count it. I didn't really notice anything else new from here, so now I just had to get to the canal. And finally, once I got there, the lily pads were waiting for me as expected. While I was there, I also saw some tall grass. I saw some other pretty tall patches of grass, but this one to me looked the most like Minecraft. And also, I just forgot about tall grass until this point. Also, you might have noticed that I didn't mention dirt before, and that's because it had rained the night before, so I was looking for both dirt and mud. While I was in this area, I found a little bit that looked both like mud and dirt, so I'm gonna count it as both. There's little bits of actual mud and actual dirt everywhere, but I just felt like getting them all in one. And if you don't believe me, here's the mud on my bike wheel. There you go. Okay, so as I was leaving this area, I got a little bit lost and ended up in a cul-de-sac where I saw a sunflower. I only have this picture since there were a lot of people around and I didn't want to look like I was recording this person's house, but there it is. So now it was time to go all the way back to the trail I originally wanted to go to. On the way there, I found this little pink thing on the ground. It doesn't have anything to do with Minecraft, but I just thought it was funny. Okay, so before I went back to the trail, first I went to this playground right next to it. I don't know if wood chips count as wooden planks, but it's my rules, so who cares. I found this bench anyways, so there's some actual wooden planks, but there you go. I also found my rifle at the playground. But finally, it was time to go to the trail and find all the new items that I wanted to see. I started by finding a stick, already on a roll. Then I went right around the corner and found some moss on the ground, or at least what looks like moss. It's close enough, so I'm counting it. And then right after that, I found nothing. It turns out that I found most of the stuff that was in there already, but whatever, at least I found moss. As I was heading out, I saw some rocks in the ground, and I kind of remembered that stone exists. So rocks, I think, definitely count as stone, but cobblestone is a bit weird, because Google says it looks like a lot of different things. This little bit near my driveway kind of looks like cobblestone, so I'm counting it. These lights on these street lamps look pretty close to lanterns, so I'm counting it. I saw tons of lanterns on people's houses, but again, I didn't really feel like recording people's houses, so this is gonna count for it. As I was passing by a swing set, I remembered that chains are in Minecraft, so that's another one to add. And right next to that, there was a baseball diamond, where I can add both sand and gravel. I don't really know what counts as iron bars, but fences are close enough, right? In the grass, I found these brown mushrooms, no red ones though. Anyways, back on the road again, I saw this pillar that was made out of stone bricks. It doesn't really look exactly like it does in Minecraft, but it's still stone bricks, so I'm counting it. This counts as an item, right? When I got home, I realized that my doorbell basically counts as a button, so I'm counting that. Oh, and speaking of that, door. Afterwards, I realized 2 things that were everywhere that I just didn't think about at the time. Signs and bricks. Both of these you can see everywhere while I'm writing, so I'm counting it. I don't feel like going out again. And finally, I recorded this around the 4th of July, so for the final item, I'm putting in fireworks. So let's wrap things up. Here's every item that I found, not too bad. But here's a few things that I learned while doing this. 1, there's a lot of stuff in Minecraft. I had some things in mind while going out, but there's also a lot of stuff that I didn't realize until I saw it, which leads me to 2, I probably missed out on a ton of stuff that I could have found, or even found it and didn't realize. 3, I'm really bad with directions. Usually when I go on a longer bike ride, I'm with other people, so here I got lost for 5 minutes in a neighborhood that I've been in before. 4, there's a lot of people that go outside, which makes it kind of weird when you're picking up normal things and recording them like you just found a lost artifact, but instead you're just holding a stick. And finally, 5, I want to do this again, but in a different way. This time I limited myself to outdoor stuff, but next time I want to see how much stuff I can find in places like stores or just in my own house. I think that could be interesting, so yeah, 5 billion likes and I'll do it.